If you were born after April 1960, listen closely because starting this month, the rules around your state pension are officially shifting. Millions of people across the UK are affected, and if you don't know your exact date, you could be planning your retirement around the wrong number. I'm Angela Rose, and today I'm breaking down exactly what's changing, who it affects, and what you need to do next. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Angela Rose, and every week I bring you clear, honest breakdowns of the pension, benefits, and financial news that actually affects your life. No jargon, no scare tactics, just the facts. Today we're talking about something huge: the state pension age increase from 66 to 67. This isn't a rumor, it isn't speculation. It's a change that Parliament passed back in 2014, and as of August 2026, it's officially rolling out. That means if you were born on or after the 6th of March 1961, your retirement date just moved. And for some of you, it moved by several months. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's happening, why the government made this change, who's affected first, and what steps you should be taking right now to protect your retirement plans. Let's get into it. Let's start with the plain facts, because this is where a lot of confusion comes from. The state pension age in the UK has been 66 for several years now. Under the Pensions Act 2014, the government decided to raise that age to 67. But instead of doing it all at once, it's being phased in gradually between 2026 and 2028. Here's the part that trips people up. This isn't a single switch flip date for everyone. It depends entirely on your date of birth. If you were born before the 6th of March 1961, you're not affected by this particular change. Your pension age stays at 66. But if you were born on or after that date, your pension age starts creeping upward, month by month, until it reaches 67 for anyone born on or after the 6th of April, 1977. Why does it matter that it's phased rather than instant? Because two people born just a few weeks apart could end up with pension ages that differ by a month or more. That's why I always tell viewers, don't rely on rough guesses. The government has an official state pension age calculator on the gov.uk website. And if you're anywhere near this age bracket, it takes 2 minutes to check your exact date. Who does this affect? Millions of people. We're talking about a large slice of the UK workforce, essentially anyone born in the 1960s and 1970s. If that's you or someone in your family, this is worth pausing the video and checking today, not next month. Now, let's talk about the why, because understanding the reasoning helps you make sense of what might come next. When the modern state pension system was introduced in the late 1940s, average life expectancy was close to the pension age itself. Today, people are living decades longer, often collecting a state pension for 20 years or more. That's genuinely good news for public health, but it puts real pressure on the system's finances. The Department for Work and Pensions has been clear that pension age decisions take into account a range of factors, including life expectancy, workforce trends, and the overall sustainability of the pension system. Any change of this kind has to go through Parliament before it becomes law. And by law, the government must give at least 10 years' notice before adjusting the state pension age again. That brings me to something important happening right now. The government has launched a fresh statutory review of the state pension age. This is a review that's legally required roughly every 6 years. Based on information currently available, this review is examining whether the planned rise to 68, originally expected between 2044 and 2046, should be adjusted. I want to be very clear here. As of now, there is no confirmed change to that 68 timeline. It's under review, not decided. If you see headlines claiming otherwise, treat them with caution until there's an official government announcement. This is exactly the kind of moment where I think it's worth separating confirmed fact from analysis. The rise to 67 between 2026 and 2028, that's locked in, confirmed, and already happening. Anything about a future rise to 68 being accelerated, That remains speculation and expert commentary until Parliament says otherwise. So let's make this practical. Who exactly needs to pay attention, and what should you actually do about it? If you were born between the 6th of March, 1961, and the 5th of April, 1977, you fall somewhere within this phased increase. Depending on your exact birth date, your pension age will land somewhere between 66 and 67, calculated in months rather than a clean, round number. If you're in this bracket, here's my honest advice, and I want to stress this is my personal recommendation, not an official directive. First, use the government's official calculator to find your exact state pension age. Don't estimate. Don't go by what a friend or relative in a similar age bracket was told, because even a few weeks' difference in birth date can change your number. Second, if you are planning to retire based on the old assumption of turning 66, sit down and recheck your numbers, especially if your retirement plan depends on that state pension income arriving on a specific date. A delay of even a few months can matter if you've built a tight budget around it. Third, if you have a workplace or private pension, check whether it's linked to your state pension age in any way. Some older pension schemes calculate payouts based on when you reach state pension age, so this change could ripple into other parts of your retirement income without you realizing it. And finally, if you're unsure about anything here, the best move is to contact the pension service directly or speak with a regulated financial advisor. I always recommend this channel as a place to understand what's happening, but for decisions about your specific finances, official sources and qualified advisors are where the real answers live. Now here's where I want to step out of reporter mode for a moment and just talk to you directly, because I think this deserves an honest human perspective. In my opinion, the phased approach the government has taken here is at least more considerate than an abrupt overnight change. Nobody wakes up one day to find their pension age jumped a full year with no warning. That said, I do think the communication around these changes has historically been a weak point. We've seen this before with previous pension age changes, where people didn't find out until it was almost too late to adjust their plans. So if there's one thing I want you to take from this video, it's this: be proactive. Don't wait for a letter in the mail to tell you your number. Go check it yourself today. As for the speculation about the pension age rising to 68 sooner than planned, I understand why it makes headlines, and I understand why it worries people. But based on the information currently available, nothing has been confirmed. I recommend waiting for official confirmation before making any major life decisions around that particular possibility. Plan around what's confirmed. Stay aware of what's under discussion. Don't confuse the two. The state pension age is officially rising from 66 to 67, phased in between 2026 and 2028, affecting people born between the 6th of March 1961 and the 5th of April 1977. This change was confirmed years ago under the Pensions Act 2014 and is now actively rolling out. Separately, the government has launched a new statutory review looking at future pension age policy, including the previously planned rise to 68, but that remains under review, not decided. If you're anywhere near this age bracket, check your exact state pension age using the official government calculator and review your retirement plans accordingly. That's it for today's update. I hope this cleared up exactly what's happening and gave you a clear next step to take. As always, for anything involving your personal pension decisions, please check official government sources or speak with a qualified advisor before making big financial moves. If this video helped you, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this information. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Because with this pension review ongoing, there's likely more news coming. Let me know in the comments, does this change affect you or someone in your family? I read every comment, so let's talk about it down there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Angela Rose, and I'll see you in the next one.